Hello, everyone's. I am here for my review of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Season 6, Episode 5. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I am Lady T. I like to do reviews on scripted reality shows, and also the reactions. If you're returning, you one of my peoples, welcome back. There has been a lot of tension amongst the ladies since Lisa's I Want to Prove My Innocence luncheon, where she went to the nearest Kinko's and got the biggest poster board that she could find and had them print out in a large font, bold font, saying she denies, she denies, she denies. And to add measure, we're going to slap a big old dismissed across of it in case you couldn't see it from across the room. That luncheon. So Whitney wants to get the ladies together so she can have a telepathic tasting event. And I'm like, this is going to involve wine. And this is going to involve girls drinking wine. And they are not getting along with some of the other ladies. I didn't see this coming out the way Whitney thought it was going to come out. Like, we already angered each other sober. Throw some liquor in our system and we going to say, who knows what they're going to say. But this place that she has picked has several varieties of birds there. Now, birds creep me out. Always have. It's like, I don't know if this bird can fly. I don't know what this bird's temperament is to humans. If I look at it, because like, that peacock is pretty. Does he take this as you trying to attack me, so I'm going to attack you? I don't know how fast this bird can go. So that's why birds and me, we never really been cool with each other like that for real. But this is where Whitney wants to host her event. I'm not there, so I can't complain. Mary is just wondering, why is it being held here? Because this place is where a particular person unalived his wife and then unalived himself on Christmas in front of the dog. And the dog has yet to recover from seeing the unaliving of both of his humans. Why are we here at this place that has a dark history is what Mary is wanting to know. Y'all, I just love how Brittany made Angie buying a house all about her. Yeah, Angie was saying how she wants to have a bigger land because the house they have is nice, but it doesn't have a lot of land. And she wants land where she can have horses and different animals. So she has put her house up on the market. To which Brittany takes offense to this because why wouldn't you choose me as your real estate agent? Well, she don't really know you like that or like you like that. And she gonna go with somebody who is practically family. So there's that. So this is when Brittany decides to tell Angie in all the ways she is wrong about listing her house, the price that she is listing it, A, B, C, and all of the situations that go on with, selling a house. Yeah, this back and forth goes on a little too longer for me. And I never thought I would say that I am so glad that Jared called because I was tired of Brittany making this situation about her. But Brittany was supposed to go 30 days. 30. That is not a long time for you and I. But for Brittany, she couldn't do it. She could not go 30 days without seeing Jared or any other man. This child had barely lasted 24 hours. And it's like, see, Brittany, this is what we're talking about when we say, do you really want to repair your relationship with your daughters? Because Whitney just said 30 days. She did not tell you to go 15 years without having a man in your life. She said 30 days. And you could not go 24 hours? And this man is constantly making you look stupid. Because while you thought you was so in love with Mr. Jared Osmond, he out here calling you a gold digger. Yeah, he was over at Whitney and Justin's house. And he was like, it feels like when she want to go on vacation, she want to get back with me. Or if she need her electric bill paid, she want to get back with me. If that mortgage is a little short this month, she ain't been selling too many houses, then she want to come back to me. And I'm like, this is the man that you were jeopardizing your relationship. You couldn't go 24 hours without seeing this man, and he out here calling you a gold digger. But is that going to stop Brittany? You know it's not. Meredith takes this time to ask Lisa, has she been talking negatively about her family or wanting people to talk negatively about her family or look into the negative stuff that is in her family. They both agreed that they're going to, everything in the past, we're going to leave it in the past. You know, when Lisa had that hot mic situation and she talked about everybody in Meredith's house, yeah, they said we're going to move forward. Angie is sitting there looking like, yes, I told her and I tell it again and I want you to deny it. Lisa is like, I would never say anything. Like, Lisa wasn't convincing to me. But Lisa looks directly at Angie like, I know you the one was talking. And Lisa says she has been very careful not to say anything negative about Meredith. Do y'all believe her? Because I sure don't. Excuse me. Yeah. I believe everything that Angie said that Lisa did. Because Lisa, she always like, I am not that type of person. And then 2 doggone seconds later, well, I'm going to go look into your life and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. So, Meredith, I don't know if Meredith says that she does not believe that Lisa was talking about her, but I'm going to say I believe it. Whether it's true or not, we're talking about what I believe. And I believe that Lisa was out here talking about Meredith. I agree. I believe that even though she could be friends with somebody, if she get just a little bit mad about a little bit of anything, she is going to talk about you and your family like a dog. Y'all, Heather confused me just a little bit. Because it has been seeming like Heather's sole purpose on the show is to be the defender of Lisa. And whatever Lisa says is the true, factual, actual thing. She is just surprised that Meredith has let Lisa off the hook. Because Lisa has been known to dig up information on people. I said that, a lot of people have said that, but like, I'm surprised that Heather is saying this. Because she spent like at least 3 episodes trying to, she is the one that's going to stand up for Lisa's honor. She is not here to defend herself. Lisa is the best thing since sliced bread. But I'm thinking that one comment that Lisa said when she said, you guys do not have the same life as me. And I'm thinking and I'm guessing and I'm hoping that this was the wake-up call for Heather to stop trying to be the sidekick and just be her. You don't need Lisa you don't need to be a part of the cool clique with Lisa. I believe you can stand on your own, long as you are not always the defender of the most popular girl. Be the popular girl yourself. So Bronwyn, she sits down with the intuitive, and he is telling her how, aside from the brain tumor that Muzzy had removed, she's having some other health issues that you need to be looking into. Which, Bronwyn, her and her mom have this like very weird relationship, and we're gonna get a little bit more into that. But when he said that she is her biggest supporter, even though it doesn't always seem that way, from what we saw last week, I do not see biggest supporter for Muzzy. I do not see it at all, not even a shred of it. And last week I was like, so watching the episode and then doing the review on the episode, it was angering me because Muzzy sat there on Bronwyn's couch in her house being taken care of Bronwyn, and she was just throwing blow after blow after blow at this lady. And this might sound messed up, but the way that Muzzy and Bronwyn's daddy felt like they were like higher ups in the church, I believe, and they wanted to live this picture perfect life, and Bronwyn getting pregnant like put shame upon their family is what they felt like. I could see Muzzy, when she found out that Bronwyn was pregnant, before she started showing, I could see her actually being like, we gonna say that I'm pregnant, you gonna go out of town on a mission, and then I'm gonna meet you out of town, and you gonna have this baby, and we gonna come back, and this is gonna be your little brother or sister. I could see her doing something like that. And I also could be wrong. This may be a stretch, but I could see the reason why Muzzy is mad at Bronwyn because how dare you get pregnant at 19 and still be able to live a good life? You went on, had a good job, went on, had your baby, got with a very successful rich man. You were not supposed to be doing this good. You were supposed to be suffering because you had a baby out of wedlock, and I am mad that you were not suffering. I could be completely wrong about her, but this is what she was giving off on the screen. Do I feel like she was supportive? No, I don't. It was like she wanted to hurt Bronwyn as much as she could on screen. Like, your other daughters were so good. Why are you not staying with them? The ones who did things right. These are the questions that I have. Lisa and Angie, they are still arguing, going back and forth. Lisa is in her confessional saying how she heard that Angie went to Europe and used a credit card and she needed to write a check to pay for it. And I'm like, but she paid for it. You're acting like she used the credit card to go to Europe and then she just like, I'm not going to pay my bill. Whether it was cash, check, or credit card, she paid for it. Like, what are we talking about? Like, what you are being accused of is somebody putting a credit card in your name. It's their credit, but it's your name on the card. And you have yet to pay that back, allegedly. So, I don't know, like, to me, that was not a dig at Angie, her using a credit card and paying it back with a check. Like, as long as she paid it, she paid it. Angie gets throwing her credit cards on the table. I'm like, what are we doing? I was like, see, this is when alcohol gets in the mix with people who are not getting along. Now, we throwing credit cards on the table. Mary, she is getting more frustrated by the second, wondering why are you put your stuff back in your purse? What are you doing? This is stupid. And then doggone it, Brittany, she catching the string and it was like, yeah, you better put that up. You know, Jared out here calling her a gold digger. I'm like, I mean, y'all said it, not me, but I was kind of thinking the same thing too, but not for real, for sure. But yeah, and then Angela's like, well, you better sit down before I'm not gonna pull your ears back like your facelift. And then this offends Lisa because I don't get facelifts. I get threading. But you're getting a procedure. Okay, so y'all, that really gets me when people be like, oh, I'm not doing that to lose weight. Oh, no, I would never. I'll just get a tummy tuck and some liposuction. It's like, it don't matter which procedure you getting done. You didn't do it naturally. This is where I'm like, okay. And then we get the doggone shaming Angie because she's 3 inches shorter. I'm like, I was offended because I am 5'2.5". This is a little bit about me. Like, I'm 5'2.5". I have been 5'2.5" since I was 12 years old. I am 40 now. And do you know how it feels to be a full-grown adult walking into an elementary school and looking like that you can just blend right on in? Yeah, it's not fun. People looking at you like, are you supposed to be here? Like, you are a child. No, I am a full-grown adult. Like, why are we shaming people for being short? Like, I guess Lisa was just grasping at straws at this point. And it was getting annoying at the time. The fighting was going on. Mary was getting more and more frustrated. And, like, Bronwyn, she done just got this, session with Intuitive, so she's now emotional, and it goes from, oh, Angie and Lisa are arguing back and forth to we're calming Bronwyn to them two are still fighting, going back and forth, and now we back to doggone comforting Bronwyn. And Mary, she has been going around from each person, group to group, trying to doggone and comfort them. And like, I'm supposed to be here relaxing. Why am I the only one out here trying to comfort and make peace between the group? Mary, she was frustrated. Like, why are we doing this? This is supposed to be a peaceful situation, even though I'm not going to get my, no reading from him because you can not going to bring in some dark forces. I'm not doing that, but I just want to sit here and just chill. But I gotta sit around and go around and comfort each one of y'all. And then Lisa throws out something about some Superman, and we're all confused about who the Superman was. And it's like at this point, Lisa's just saying anything and hoping something will stick. While Lisa is getting her reading from the intuitive, the ladies basically tell Angie, "This is how Lisa has always been, and you were okay with it. Why are you complaining now?" Like everybody in the group, Meredith, Mary, Whitney, Heather, I think Brittany may have said something, maybe not. What's her name? Bronwyn. They are all in agreement that this is who Lisa is. This is who Lisa has always been. But you was okay with it first. But I'm like, see, this is where we're gonna pause for you, Heather, because although that is true, you was the ride or die for Jen, and then all of a sudden you want to switch up the game, but that's how she has always been. But anyways, Lisa, she gets back from her intuitive, and she says that the intuitive told her because, what is it? Lisa says that she gets burned because she loved people so big, and it usually doesn't work out for her, work out great for her. And Mary was like, "Is that what he said?" And she's like, "I'm paraphrasing. They did not put that in that clip. What they did put in the clip with her and that intuitive is that things is not exactly going good between her and John. I think that's her husband's name. Things are not going good between her and her husband. That's what I got out of it. I'm glad that Mary, she is like, Mary has been more open these last few seasons, and I'm really enjoying it because it's like, is that really what he said? Because that don't sound right. We don't get the you really doggone go hard for your friends and it don't be working out for you. It looks like you use friends that can benefit you, and if they cannot benefit you, they are no use for you. And even if you were my friend, I would talk to you like a dog. That's what Lisa. Y'all, I could have passed out when Whitney was with that intuitive. He said, "You have a snake around you," and here go Lisa walking by. I'm like, y'all was dirty for that, but I'm here for it because I was really cracking up about it because like he was like, "There's a snake in the forest." Here goes Lisa. "Hi, I'm going to step out. I'm leaving right now." That is not her voice. I was trying to get it, but like these allergies is really whipping my tail. But I did think that when I tell you, Mary has had it up to here with these ladies. She is tired of the screaming. She is tired of the back and forth. And the straw that broke the camel back is when Angie said, what she say? Did all of the ladies have gone back to be friends with Lisa? And she was like, "What did you say?" It's like, y'all have all gone back to friends with her. It's just like, you know what? We're done. I'm done with you. I'm like, I was confused because like she was saying, it was seeming like Mary was insulted that Angie would say that she is friends with Lisa, but her confession was like, "I'm not gonna stop being friends with Lisa just because you're not friends with Lisa." So I was kind of confused about that, and I think at this point, Mary had enough because like all this yelling and screaming, she not really here for that. Which I'm the same way. A lot of yelling and a lot of screaming. I just like shut down. And I'm thinking this is where Mary was at the situation because she was like, "This is what we're not going to do. I'm going to grab my purse and I'm going to get up out of here because y'all are doing too much." Since the focus has not been on Brittany for quite a while, now she has to announce to the group that Jared has called multiple times and has texted multiple times. I'm like, okay, so Bronwyn, being this messy person she is, she asked Jared, "Have you been paying Brittany's bills?" And he's like, "I have, from time to time, paid some of her bills." And I'm like, "See, Brittany, this is the man that you were neglecting your children for." But is she gonna stop? I just do not see her stopping at all because she is in so desperate need of a man, and like I said, I'm not gonna put all the fault on her because this is what she has been told since she was little. In order for her to get into heaven, she has to have a husband, and it's like I want to blame her for not being there for her kids, But at the same time, it's like this is what she has been taught and has been ingrained in her, and she wants to abide by that. And I think Jared is only here so he can get a little screen time because he likes being on the TV. But I could be completely and utterly. That was the gist. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment below. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It is free all day, every day, $3.99. Make sure your notifications are on so when my beautiful face puts up a video, you can click on it, you can like it and share with your people, and they can come over and be one of my peoples by clicking that icon above. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.